We wrap every episode with a starting lineup figure five. It's a guessing game. When they'll guess, Jared's got 5 questions to figure out who it is. If he gets it right, I get to unbox it. If not, it goes back in the garage in the storage bin for a future date. We're gonna do a hockey one today, and with that, may begin.
All right, is this player a Hall of Famer? A hockey Hall of Famer?
He sure is.
He sure is. All right, we'll really narrow it down there. Is this player a forward?
Yes, he is a forward.
Is this player a Stanley Cup champion?
Multi-time Stanley Cup champion.
Multi-time.
3 questions. 2 to go.
Yeah, two to go. Did this player win his Stanley Cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins?
He did not.
All right, that narrows it down a little bit.
He won with 2 different teams. And I almost accidentally put it right in front of the rip cam, which you could see off screen, so I almost ruined it, but there we go.
Oh, I wasn't even looking down there. I was looking into my my beautiful eyes here.
I do get lost. Last question before you have to guess.
All right, so he won 2 Stanley Cups, but he did not win them with
multiple, not 2, multiple.
Excuse me, multiple Stanley Cups. Did he win one of his Stanley Cups with the New Jersey Devils?
Did not win a Stanley Cup with the Devils.
Okay.
So to review, we have a Hall of Fame forward, multi-time Stanley Cup champion, did not win with the Devils or the Penguins.
Is it Joe Sakic?
It is not Joe Sakic. I am sorry. So I was in Vancouver this week, so I figured let me try and to see Pearl Jam, which was an amazing show, went tonight too. Figured let me tie in the theme of Vancouver. We got Mark Messier there, pictured as a Canuck, winning his Stanley Cups with the Oilers and the Rangers. I will say this, Glenn Sather takes a lot of crap for the teams he put together in the late 90s, as he should, but he knew Vancouver, you can have Mark Messier. You can pay that contract. He saw Messier was declining. I mean, granted, he brought him back even later in his career when he was worse. But at least he had the foresight to be like, okay, Vancouver, you pay this money. Now, they tried to go get Joe Sakic, and that didn't work, which is an excellent documentary, by the way. If you haven't watched that on ESPN, I know we talked about the abundance of sport documentaries lately on last week's show, but the one about Joe Sakic and the Air Force One being tied into it, if you can watch that on, I think it was on Amazon Prime or wherever it was, but it was very good.
Yeah, I heard it was very good. So a little disappointed myself I didn't get this one.
I almost went Pavel Bure. I was going to go Vancouver because I was just there, but and that you were on the right path. And then when you asked Penguins, I'm like, all right, he's ruling out Lemieux and Yager. Good. And then when you asked the Devils question, I'm like, he ain't going to get this one.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about multiple time Stanley Cup champions, and obviously they won in 95 and 2000. So, can't get them all.
Can't get them all. You've been overall, you're doing well this season. Messier, a 6-time Stanley Cup champion there. He will not be joining the starting lineup studio audience next week, but this week in the audience, we do have Mike Messina there, who was unboxed last week. And then I figured let's lean into the orange. Since Messina's got that orange jersey. So I got a Tony Stewart 2000 Winner's Circle edition there, standing on the hood of his car. We got Wayne Gretzky 2000 special edition there, hoisting the cup. And then Hardy Nickerson and those creamsicle Buccaneer jerseys we all know and love. So next week, it'll be a fresh 4 in there. We won't have an unboxing, but I like the mix this week that I have in the audience.
I did not know that they made NASCAR starting lineups. So learn something new every day.
They towards the end of their run there, they did. You can see here, this is the roof of Tony Stewart's car with the little peg that you put the foot in, and then it stays there. They didn't make a ton, but they made the drivers you would expect from back then. Dale Earnhardt Sr., Jr., Jeff Gordon,